Still under caution here at Irwindale. 56 laps completed the caution due to a very bad-looking crash involving Tony Stewart and Aaron Fike. Amy is with Aaron.
Well, and I am as Aaron sits down on this quad here. Aaron, you've got some ice on your wrist. First of all, are you okay? That was a very hard hit.
I don't know. Just a freak accident. My throttle stuck, and it's really too bad for me and Tony. I mean, we both had good cars. Just something in racing that happens every once in a while. You know, we don't like to see it happen, but I mean, I don't know what to say about it, really.
Okay, well, we're going to let Aaron talk with the EMT some more. Again, he's got some ice on his wrist, but man, that is great.
Yeah, it is, considering what he went through. Aaron Fike, one of the up-and-coming stars in racing, ran the Infinity Pro Series of Fords this year, and was successful in winning that race at Chicagoland, finished 5th in the overall point standings, and is always one of the top competitors when the USAC midget cars run also. We're back to racing with Lewis, Kane, and Steele running second and third. There is Leffler in the 71 car and Bobby East in the 91. That is 6th and 7th position.
Yeah, that's Yaley in the 91 that he's battling with. So Leffler trying to move up, and he owns that car, by the way. That's a Mopar powered car, the 71 car. Leffler owns that car. He bought that just so he could come back and run midgets once in a while because he liked it so much.
There are the first three, Lewis, Kane, and Steele. Several cars have dropped out in the last few laps. Shane Hollingsworth is out, so is Billy Weiss and Mike Hess. All of those cars have dropped out of competition. So we're back now to green flag. We'll continue to watch this race. We want to continue our conversation, however, with J.C. Agajanian Jr. and pick up on the history of the Agajanian family and their business, at least back in your father's day here in the LA area.
Well, thank you, Bob. First of all, we're just pleased that Tony appears to be okay. He was shaken, but my goodness, when we saw him finally start to move in his car, the Agajanian families, all of us sent up a little prayer of thanks on that deal. Yeah, we really started out in the rubbish business, and that's why, you know, and we liked to, in those days, we liked to say that business was picking up. In the trash, that's a trash. That was a trash joke. But that was the family business for many, many years. We had the contract in the city of Gardena and throughout the South Bay here in Southern California, and that was the joke, you know. But in the old days, guys, you remember there was a pig on the side of the car, and of course we used to pick up garbage, the wet version of trash before garbage disposal. We would feed it to the pigs and sell the pigs to the Navy. So that's where that lucky pig came from on the Agajanian cars. And of course that was a side business. My father's main business was of course racing, but his father, James T. Agajanian, stayed home and ran the family businesses. Now J.C. Agajanian, this particular race, the Turkey Night Grand Prix, ran at Gilmore back in the 30s, started in 32, and in 1950 when Gilmore closed, it sat dormant, and my father saw fit to bring the Turkey Night race back to life, and it was he that said, let's keep this tradition going, and that's why it's the 62nd running today, is because J.C. Agajanian saw fit to continue this.
And are we glad that he did that?
Yes,
Thank you for saying so.
Yeah. Great battle for the lead as Casey Kane has been trying for the last several laps unsuccessfully, however, to take the lead from Michael Lewis.
Every time I see these two guys racing each other on the racetrack, I think of Phoenix a couple of years ago on one of our Thunder shows when Michael Lewis got around Casey Kane right near the end of the race, and Casey went down and spun him out after the race was over, and they had a few words. But anyway, it was good racing then, and it's good racing now.
And there was also a photo finish in Anderson before that. Lewis won the 2001 Copper Classic midget car feature at Phoenix International Raceway and finished 4th in the 2000 USAC midget car point standing. So Casey has not been all that active in USAC racing this year. He's done a variety of competition, however.
Yeah, he's run a lot of different things. He got hooked up with Ford. They've kind of put him in some different situations, but he likes coming back. He likes running the midgets, and he's always very, very competitive when he comes back and runs the midgets. And I'm sure he's having a lot of fun out there right now.
Dave Steele continues to run third, A.J. Fike fourth, and Bobby East. That's the top five as 72 laps are completed. So we're coming up on the force portion of this race. 3/4 of the race almost over here.
Yeah, and you can see these first two guys have pulled out into about a half a straightaway lead over everybody else. Right now, though, Casey Kane's not waiting for the end of the race. He's trying to put a move right now, and he just can't get by Michael Lewis.
And on some of these cars, you see the bright glow from inside the right front. That, of course, are the brakes heating up, because brakes very, very important on this half-mile racetrack. 74 laps completed. It's Lewis, Kane, Steele, Fike, and East, the top 5 at the Turkey Night Grand Prix in Irwindale, California. Bob Jenkins, Larry Rice, Amy Easton, Ray Dunlap back with you at Irwindale Speedway in California for the 62nd running of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. The lead is held by the orange number 11 car of Michael Lewis as he comes up to lap some of the slower traffic. Casey Kane is right behind him, and then Steele, Fike, and Bobby East complete the top 10. We're on board with Josh Wise as we look back on Michael Lewis. Wise will be the next to be lapped. And he is running in the 22nd position. Josh Wise missed a practice session here at Irwindale last night because he was taking a college exam.
Yeah, there's other things in this world you got to do sometimes. And that, it does hurt you when everybody else comes out here and gets a chance to run, and you don't get that extra practice session. It makes a huge, huge difference at a race like this when everything's so competitive.
Both Lewis and Kane have successfully passed Josh Wise, and that has, in fact, due to the lap traffic, has allowed Lewis to open up a little bit of an advantage on Casey here.
Yeah, Michael Lewis really has that car working well. He's gotten through the traffic extremely well so far, very easily, because he's running on
and 2 cars have crashed up in turn 4.
Well, that's
one of them is the 77 of Carter, Dane Carter.
And Ron Gregory is the other one. So Ron Gregory having a bit of bad luck here near the end of the season. He's led the rookie race most of the year, but he's had some bad luck here in the last few weeks. And again, already it looks like he's going to be out of this race. And he's having a little bit of a discussion right now with Dane Carter. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but
well, Gregory is 7th in the USAC National Midget point standings, but he is leading, or was coming into this event, the Rookie of the Year point standings over Teddy Beach. And obviously this isn't a bad situation, because he's helping the 77 of Carter, Dane Carter, maybe get restarted here.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he is trying to help him out. I'm not sure exactly what happened in the accident, but doesn't appear to be any really hard feelings from either one of them right there. Gregory, you can see his right rear tire is flat. They're going to have to put him on the hook and take him back into the pit area. So his day is done.
JC, you mentioned that this thing began way back in the 30s in Gilmore. It seems like that maybe it's found a home here at this beautiful speedway in Irwindale.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is a beautiful speedway. This is the 4th running here, and we're pleased to have Lucas Oil Products aboard this year to help us, and it is just a beautiful track. Now, don't forget, there's a lot of purists that think that Turkey Night belongs on dirt, but you take a look at the type of racing that we've been able to show on the air here the last couple of years, and gee whiz, it sure is a heck of an argument that Turkey Night could be on pavement, and is in fact on pavement, and putting on a great show for all of us.
Well, I think the purists, because it was on dirt for the first, you know, what, 40 years, I suppose. Yes. So, you know, you always wanted to see it there, but they do put on a great show here. You can't argue with that.
JC, thanks for stopping in the booth. It's always good to see you, and we certainly have enjoyed the races that we have done here at this racetrack.
Thanks, Bob. It's great to have you guys out here. You're the greatest.
Thanks very much. 84 laps completed out of 100. Can Michael Lewis hold on and win the Turkey Night Grand Prix?